So I decided to do a bit of Pixelmon this morning because Tibbers hasn't actually got up this morning like he said he would. I said we'll start at 10 AM. It's now 11 AM, which would have been 3 AM his time. And I said, well, 3 AM to 4 AM your time, we'll start doing Stardew Valley. And he just hasn't got on. So I'm like, oh, you know, I'll do some of this for a bit because we probably won't get around to doing this later on tonight, because what I want to do is build the windmill today, which I have a schematic ready. I already pointed out where I'm going to be putting it, which is here, which I did off stream. This was all, you might see in the previous stream actually, that this wasn't all level to begin with. I went out, dug up a load of dirt with my shovel, my good old shovel, and filled all of this in, made it look somewhat sort of like nice. Not perfect, but nice. So at least good enough for what I want to do. So let's go place the schematic down. So if I press this button, which schematic is a wonderful client-side mod you can get. It does this pretty much. Anything that you build single player, you can save as a schematic like this. You can also download schematics other people have actually made. There's a site dedicated purely for schematics, which is really nice, to be fair, because I mean, if you make something and you really like it and you think, oh, I'd love to let someone else build this, you could then upload it and put it there. So this is the windmill I'm going to build. Might change this bit with the fences, but we'll see. As you can see, this shows the entire blueprint. Now, I can't build this unless I have the actual items in my inventory to build this. So, like the wall, for example, or the stone. And I'm pretty sure we've got a lot of stone. So what I normally like to do is start from a layer, like this, and do it layer by layer. Now, if you haven't got an ability to fly, this can be a little bit tedious. But when you can fly, it's a lot easier to use, and I do find this is a better way of building quickly, but still getting the resources. So it's a really nice thing to have. Before we start that though, actually, I should probably go and use my vote keys, because if you vote 6 times, you get a vote key per vote. It doesn't always happen if the voting site itself is down, which is not server related, just so everyone does know that. If you can't get a vote key, it's because the vote sites are down and there's nothing anyone else on the server could do about that. So let's go to warp, I believe it's warp crates. Yes, here we go. So you have different chest crates. You've got the rare chest, mythic chest, common chest, vote chest, and shiny chest. Now my keys can only work on this one. I don't know how you'd get these ones, maybe you'd purchase them. A shiny chest I think you get 1 to begin with. And then you have a chance, I think, perhaps, I don't know for certain, but you might have a chance of getting some of the other keys from this vote chest key. Let's see what we get, shall we? Oh, I got Miracle Seed. Ah. Oh, power items are quite nice to get though. I would love to get myself another Destiny Knot. I've only got 1 at the moment. It's the kit that I bought. You got a Starberry. Okay. Ooh, Lucky Egg would be nice though. And Rock Incense, which I believe is used for some Pokemon breeding, I'm not sure. I know one of the incenses. Oh, and you can also, yeah, you just in there, you can get the shrines. So, oh, Lucky Powerade, that's nice. Which I think on the last server they had, which was before this pack, I managed to get 2 of the shrines from voting alone. I got a Moltres shrine and a Zapdos shrine, which is pretty cool. And then all I had to do was get the orbs, or potentially buy orbs off people. So I didn't get too much great stuff with the voting. Fossils are alright, because you can at least get fossil Pokemon from them, but if you've already got them, then not so much. So let's go back. I can type home, that'll be good. So I've already gone and got my sheep ready to be able to shear. What wood do I need? So a nice thing about Schematica as well, you might not be able to see it probably, but down here you've got a button here that says materials. Now, depending if you have it on layer mode or like all, it will tell you what materials you're going to need. Now, I'm going to ignore some of these materials because I don't have them. So we can ignore seeds, ignore the grass, dandelion, bedrock, potentially the hay bales because I can't bother to make them. So I'm just going to focus on getting most of the stone bricks, spruce and oak wood. There we go. So I needed a nice bit of tea there. Oh. Now I've got some spruce wood here. I believe this is my axe, my lumber axe, which is I'm going to take that out too because I might need that. I'm going to put these items back in. Now, this is similar to an ME system. This is a indexer from Extra Utilities, and I will show you guys in a second how this is hooked up once I get some of the wood out of here. It's very nice actually, because you can essentially just store everything in it and use it a little bit like an ME system from Applied Energistics. But you know, it works relatively well on its own like this. I mean, Applied Energistics obviously is a lot nicer. You can do a lot more of Applied Energistics, but there isn't a lot of stuff in this particular pack that you're going to want to automate. So unless you really had the need for automation in the pack, AE2 probably isn't very necessary at all. My throat is a bit dry this morning, which is probably due to the fact that there's probably a lot of pollen outside. I do get really bad hay fever sometimes, so my throat is a little bit scratchy this morning. You probably will hear it a little bit this morning. I will probably sound better later on. Once my voice sort of settles down a bit, but we'll see. What's that? Notification on Discord, and I was like, what is that? And I was like, oh no, it's just the bot telling me I'm streaming. It's like, thank you bot, I don't know that already. I'm just gonna say hi to everyone in chat, be friendly. Nice. So I got plenty of trees out here. I have spruce trees, I have some oak trees I think, but these are the jungle trees. I don't want to cut these ones because these are my fruit trees. I want to keep these. There's a man. Let's see how many. Oh my god. So I think in the last stream I might have gathered out some of these tropical gardens. I only put down two tropical gardens, and you can see how much they have spread. So when I placed two down and they started to spread, I picked a couple up. So to pick them up, you just shift and punch. Let's kind of catch it. You'll see it. I've already got some gardens here in my inventory. I've already got some in there. So basically what you do once you pick them up is you can then just place them down again. So if I wanted to spread them over here, I would be like, okay, let's place one here. Leave that, and after a while, that will actually spread. As you can see, I've got so many right now. I'm not going to break them because they will drop the crops that come from them, and I don't really want to take up all my inventory space with crops right now. But I got my oak wood over here, so let's go get some oak wood for the windmill. I love having the lumber axe. What I've done with this one, well, Tibbet's made it for me, but I do know how to make this. Basically what we've done is we did, so as you can see there, it's basically mostly paper with a bit of cobalt. And the reason we've done this is because it will give you more, I can't remember what they're called, modifier slots. So what we then did was put 5 reinforcement plates on it to basically make it unbreakable. So I pretty much have an unbreakable lumber axe that I can just use to chop down trees. And I'm not too fussed about making this any quicker because it's quicker than me chopping a block at a time. I just literally have to hit 1 block, boom, done. Which is great. It's just great. One thing I do wish is that fast leaf decay was on, because having these trees like slowly break down is a little bit tedious, but at least we have got some leaf decay on. Not having it on at all would be horrible, because then the second they turn it on, it would potentially cause a bit of lag. And one thing I will say about the server at the moment is there may be a little bit of lag here and there. There was something that was potentially causing a lot of lag recently, which the staff has said they've managed to resolve. But there is still potentially stuff that could do it. There might even be, just in general, a little bit of lag. Oh, that's bad. Let's see, how much would you need for this? Not too much for the oak wood, I think, but it's the oak planks. 1, 4. So, yeah. So let's make some bigger planks. Make some spruce planks. Probably should make a crafting table as well whilst I'm at it. Just to make it easier than me going in and out of the house constantly. So I have this handy little button I can press. I'm trying to think what my hotkey is. So 1 second while I just check my hotkey for it. What is that? So numpad 5 is what I've got this set to, because it doesn't I can't think what the word is now. You know, it doesn't conflict with any other ones. So when I hit that, it turns the printer on. And if I have a block, it will place the blocks that I have, and it will only place what I have, which is nice. So it won't do any of the building otherwise, which is pretty good, I think. You know, very useful. Nope, outstairs. I need to get some more stone. Oh, I haven't got any stone to begin with, but I need to get some stone. We should have plenty of stone because I used a lot of stone to make this, and if not I can go to the deep dark and get like a whole load of stone. I'm pretty sure we put some stone into the system, because you can compress the stone. You see here we've got compressed stone here. I'm going to have to smelt. coal actually remain. Oh, I'm guessing it's a lag. Okay, there we go. I was like, it's not doing it. I was like, no, it's lag. Just lag. Oh, so I was going to show you guys how this works. So you can see here's the indexer. It uses grid power. Now, to get grid power, take it outside. Oh, didn't mean to post that there. So there's a few ways of getting grid power. The one where we're using grid power right now for that is through these, the water mills, which are very, very slow at generating power, but they're pretty much the better ones to start off with. So you put these with the running water and they will produce some grid power. Now the grid power you have to make sure will be linked to the items you place. Now the way grid power works is unless you're sharing with someone else, if they place an item they won't be able to use your grid power and vice versa. So you do have to make sure that you share power with each other. Otherwise you end up having it like I did the other day. Tibbers put this all down, I couldn't access this with any power because I didn't have no grid power. So there's cobblestone markers here, but we've got all these shelter blocks at the moment where you can see the transfer pipe here is what pulls all the items out and puts them in. So for example you've got all these here, they won't be completely organised like you normally would, but they kind of work the same as a bit like a drive. You know, it will put items here, there, everywhere. It will store stuff. I mean, if I want to get something out really quickly, I could just come down here and grab it. But if I don't mind waiting a little bit, I can tell the indexer to take it out. So it's quite nice, you know, so you can have it all hidden underground, which is very, very nice. I do like that. Here we go. Tennis. Not sure why Tibbers was smelting never bricks, but we'll see. He was smelting them for some reason, I guess, but I'll take these out for him for now. A quick way to smelt them, just doing like this rather than doing them in stack. I mean, there is a way I could actually automate the smelting with a regular furnace. You could just use hoppers. But since we've got IC2 in the pack, we probably won't need to do that at some point, because once we get the IC2 power going, we will be able to actually use the IC2 power furnace stuff to basically just smelt everything with power rather than coal. I made this nice little basement before off stream. So I got this all built beforehand. This is some of our IC2 setup just here. Got your power cables, generator. Right now we haven't got a lot going power-wise through this because we're not using it too much just yet, but we are going to get there eventually. We haven't really got anything upstairs in the house. It is just cosmetic at the moment. Actually up here is like the rooms, fancy rooms, more fancy rooms, another fancy room, and one more fancy room here, and then it's like a sort of like attic loft going on at the top up here. see, very low roof as well, which I don't particularly like having low roofs personally. I prefer having a nice high roof in a house, but this is because this is just upstairs, we're not really probably going to ever use this bit. It's fine. Bricks, we'll come back to the other ones in a minute. So that's that one particular header. So if I want to press the button. And then go to the next layer, start building it. So normally, as well, with this Schematica, I do like using it if I've made something previously in single player, because although even in creative you can have like a little bit quicker building with creative, it's still nicer just to kind of have that means to then build it quicker in single player. Oh, not single player, sorry, multiplayer. Because it could take a while if you build something in single player and you think, oh, I don't want to have to take all this time building it again. Make a copy of it and boom, gone. I can get some more stone again, so hopefully the stone will be ready when I go back for it. I will need to get some wool soon. Anything I can place other than wood. So let's put a bit of wood there for now. I'll break that piece of wood in a minute. Grab some more cobblestone. I have to admit, it does feel very strange streaming some Minecraft after like a very long break from not really streaming Minecraft for a while, because a lot of the packs I was playing, I just couldn't stream them. Even if I really, really wanted to, I couldn't, because they required too much of my resources on my computer for me to actually also stream at the same time. So my internet's fine with doing the streaming, it's the computer that kind of holds it back a little, you know, so it does become very, when you want to stream stuff and you can't, it becomes very disappointing when you think, oh, I really want to be able to put this on my Twitch, but I can't. I think even recording it would be just as bad, because I'd still have to lower everything right down. It's like, I was explaining to him the other day, because he was on about streaming ESO, and I said, I can't. If I wanted to stream ESO, I would have to lower everything right down to the point where it just wouldn't be worth streaming at all. It would just look awful. I might have to go mining for some more stone, because I did notice we haven't got a great deal in that. I mean, I don't... because every compressed cobblestone is like 9 of the previous compressed cobblestone, so it's probably not a great deal that's compressed in there, but I could take it out there and use it. surprised actually there's only 4 of us on at the moment. Normally there's quite a few on, but it might be just because it is pretty early for everyone. I mean, it's only 11:43 AM here for me, but in the US it's a lot earlier. Like, I know, for example, in Florida and New York, it's probably like 6:43 AM in the morning for them. So, oh shit. Yes, that's exactly what I want to do. God damn it. Oh, that's great. I wanted to access these to put more coal in them because I noticed they were getting a bit low, but it's taking a little bit. As you can see, it is. What was going wrong there? Why am I? My shift key got stuck or some shit. No. That was so weird. It was like I was pressing this one and it was giving me the question mark, which shouldn't have been because that's only if you press the shift key. Very, very strange. There we go. I'm probably going to need some more stone than that though, to be fair, because this build is probably going to take quite a bit. I didn't really look at the full exact resources to it, just the layers. See, with the schematic, as you see, you won't see me going into here and clicking anything on this bit because I have the hotkeys set up. So instead of me having to keep looking in that menu, I can simply just click a button and it will change the layer for me or toggle the printer on or off, as you've been seeing. It's a lot easier than having to keep clicking in there, honestly. Setting the hotkeys up is definitely well worth it. Are you kidding me? Are the sheep doing it again? No. You were working before, unless you're really, really lagging, so let's check. Nope, it's not lagging. God damn it, sheep, you were working fine the other day. Why? So you'll think, oh, why can't you hear these? It's because of this. This sound muffler actually stops these animals from making noise. But it only works at a certain range. Obviously, once they go past the range of the extra sound muffler, you will hear them. It's usually better not to have sound mufflers near your inventory stuff because, say for example, you wanted to make sure if you knew someone was in your house, like opening doors, opening chests, having this nearby will stop that sound, so you wouldn't know. Okay, so spawn mob, sheep, shop, yes, that's what we want. Will you give me wool? Now you will, yeah, okay, yeah. So sometimes the sheep do derp out a bit if you have the spawn mob command. They won't always drop the wall. Sometimes they will, sometimes they won't. You want your hat? I can't get your hat, okay? Keep still. Thank you. They got a little bit wall, that'll do for now. They're working now, so that's one good thing. So you'll hear the sound here now, but you wouldn't have heard the sound back there. How am I going? I flew right past the thing, like I wasn't looking at it for a second there. Another thing as well, this won't place floating blocks, it only places a block as long as there's something connecting to it to place on. So it works very similar as if you were placing it yourself anyway, so I do like, really do like Schematica for that. This one, oh I'm going to need more stone steps, okay. I won't be able to place these outside bits until I get more stone steps. Run out of steps back. Okay. Get 2 more stone steps there. There we go, so that is that layer done, except that one step I need to make that extra step. Just getting there, slowly getting there. Again, so I might have to go actually mining and get some more stone now because I don't have too much cobblestone left in the system. I might have a little bit enough for it, but what is that fence that I need? Spruce fence. Aha, there we go. At least a good little bit left, so hopefully there should be enough in here. If not, I can go mining and get some more. Since we have the deep dark, I can get a crap ton of it from there if I really want to. Which is great. That go when I was that last one out, so I'm going to put some of this other stuff I got on me at the moment in a chest because I don't want to have to put it in that system. Let's put these away for now because I do want these, but just not right now. Actually, no, I do want the hammer just in case. Shovel don't need. Builder's one don't need at the moment. Probably wouldn't need that either. Axe, yes. Shears, yes. Iron sword, maybe not so much. I can use an axe to kill the sheep if I really have to, so that's fine. Okay, so we're out of just basic cobblestone. I mean, this is cobblestone and I can put it back to cobblestone, which is probably the best thing to do. If I pull these all out of the system, I can just turn them back into regular cobblestone. Using the chisel, which is another nice decorative mod. Almost got all the cobblestone out here now. So yeah, extra utilities index was a little bit slower than the A system. You can literally just drag and pull it straight out from the A system like you would a chest. The index was a little bit slow because it's slowly pulling the items out of the chest through those transfer node pipes, which is good. You know, it's fine. It works relatively well, and this means you don't have to have a big massive power setup because A2 does take quite a bit of power to actually run it. The more drives and everything you have, the more power it needs. So here's how I'm going to change all this back. There's a piece of wood already in there, but leave it in there. Cobblestone. This is all chiseled to begin with. Yep, it's all back to normal now. So we can put this back. Now we have more cobblestone as well. That bit and come back down on that bit because I don't have anything to really, I don't really want to build out to here and then connect to it because I have to break that apart, so wait for that bit until we get the actual fan going on from this side. already out of all that stone, so it didn't last very long. So this is compressed cobblestone. So you get it, so it goes double, triple, quadruple. So this is the first compressed, which will be 9 cobblestone, the first compressed of it. Double compressed is when you compress the first. And it's sort of like so on and so forth kind of thing. You can just keep compressing it. I think quadruple is the highest amount you can compress it to, and it does say how many blocks are in that, like just, I think, just in those 2 alone. There's a lot of blocks. So I might not have to mine. I might be fine not doing it, because there's quite a lot of cobblestone there. Some more wood as well, actually, whilst I'm here. We've got a lot of oak wood. Got some planks here that be useful. Oh. I meant the planks up the slabs. Hell. All good. I didn't realise I already had some more in the ME system. Well, ME system, I mean applied energetic system. The ME.2 system, I call it. So I'm trying not to get too focused in game at the moment because I am actually expecting a delivery today. Although it says 9 PM, where it's coming from is literally 45 minutes drive from where I am. So could be here sooner than 9 PM. Alright. But I want to keep an ear out just in case it gets here beforehand. So what's that? Is that done? There we go. All the stuffs. All the things. everything a little bit, because it gets a bit slow after a while. I mean, I could go downstairs and just grab everything from the bottom, but we can't be asked. Probably just next door doing something. Oh. So it's got dispensers here, but I can put those in a bit later on. I'm not going to worry about them just yet. And there's these iron bars, I can put them in a little bit later. No, it's not on me, because I'm not in a forest biome, unfortunately. I'm only in the plains. There's only like 4 of us on, so it's on one of the other guys. It's not on me, that's for sure. I don't think I've even got any master balls. I might have actually. I think I get like 1 maybe a day. I don't know. Can't remember if I do with this rank. Okay, so like this glass I'll put in a little bit later as well because it's not needed just yet. Now I can a little bit work on this bit now. So normally it just says a legendary has spawned. It doesn't normally say what it is. Normally it just says, oh, a legendary has spawned in so and so biome, but it doesn't never normally say, oh, this is the exact legendary that spawned. Right now, but I can get something I'm pretty sure I can buy it from the store. From the store. I was going to try to say shop and store at the same time there, but it... Ugh. make some spruce stuff. So let's... I'll cut some spruce down a bit quicker than getting out of the extra tool later. The indexer. What I should do actually, since I've got lumber out now, I should build really tall spruce trees. Oh, cut that down, that'd be so amazing. Yep. That's not anything for me, okay. Fine. I might actually see at some point if Brad wants me to design him a little house as well, because Brad is living next to us and you can kind of see it, well, when the map was actually still daytime, a bit about the daytime, you can kind of see it where it's a bit of a mess, bit of a cluster there. So I could offer to make him something pretty, which I probably would do in single player first, to come up with something nice and do it in Schematica like this. This farmhouse I didn't design myself, I just grabbed this off Schematica site because I just really couldn't be asked to design another one. But the windmill we've used before on a few servers, figured, oh, you know, I'll use it on this one because I'm currently playing it and I want to make something look a bit nicer on our base, not just have a little tiny house on its own. Since we've got a little farmhouse going on. Oh, yeah, that's bad space. That's right, you could make some more fences. Ah, knew I needed to do something. 6, yeah, okay, so that's that one. That's how it's supposed to be there. I haven't got the glowstone at the moment, so I can put the glowstone in there later. There's going to be a metal bit that comes down here, and then dispensers down here, and like metal bits comes down here. It's to kind of like make it seem like there's like a grinder inside the windmill that would actually grind up wheat into flour. Let's get onto that now. Make those bits. I will fix this for a minute. I'm going to make this into probably just oak wood inside there. Let's get the other bits done first. Surprised they actually had enough materials already to build this. I thought I was going to have to go and get some more, to be fair. I think what I'm going to do is turn the printer off so I don't accidentally do this wrong. Really? I need a fence bit for that? Here we go. Okay, let's go Oh wait, I had some stairs down there, I didn't even realise. Oh well. Yeah. That's supposed to look like a little grinder bit up here, which is quite cool, I think. Even though it doesn't actually do anything, but still nice. Get my shovel, because I said I wasn't going to use it. I was like, oh, I won't use the shovel. Yes, I can use the shovel. There we go. So that's a nice little flooring in there. The windmill done. Here it is, so you can see it a little bit there. That's the schematic for the windmill. Very nice build, I think. To go with our little farmhouse over here. I know there's dispensers that have got to go in there, but I can put them in at any time I feel like doing them. These look pretty awesome. I probably should do some poker hunting because I really haven't got that much caught at all. Starting this, like, barely anything. Let's go put some of this stuff away. Alright, so whilst I wait for this to go in, I am just going to BRB one sec, guys. So I'm going to put my BRB screen up so you know I am BRB, and I'll be back in probably a few minutes. And I'm back. There we go. So that's all kindly gone in there. The last bit's in. Probably won't really need these tools on me for catching Pokemon, but I still want to keep them on me anyway. So let's take a second of Ultra Balls. We've got 5 Master Balls, which I think is either from my kit or Chibi's kit, I can't remember which one. So one or the other. Safe to say. I don't think I need anything else other than Ultra Balls, to be fair. So this is what I currently have. This is a donation one. All my Dittos are donations. Like I bought all these over time. I caught these ones the other day. I think I got a shiny one of these. Shiny, shiny, shiny. And I think all these are normal ones I caught the other day. Let's see if new Pokemon will actually spawn. People are apparently saying some Pokemon aren't spawning, which is a little bit kind of like because you know you kind of want to catch them. I should probably check if that's actually claimed by one. I don't think this is actually claimed. I should probably do that right now before I head out exploring, because if I forget about that and someone does happen to stumble across my base, they will potentially be able to break the base at that point. So the claiming method in here is the golden shovel. Personally, I prefer towning, the towny ones, or the one that's new. That's the sponge is like nation, I think now. big enough claim, I think. So I can put it down here. Yeah, I think that's it there. Nice big claim there, so it's all protected. As it should be. The house should be all claimed, everything else should be claimed, which is good. We've still got our wild sheep that I spawned the other day out here, the 2 wild ones, to check the claiming stuff. That's quite funny. So that might spread a bit there. Need it to be daytime on the map so I can see where I'm going. So let's do an RTV and go somewhere random. Thank you, RTV. You put me in the plains. It's so wonderful. Not that I came from plains at all, you know. Home is that way, so only about 4.6 thousand blocks from home. I want to see if any Pokemon are actually spawning, because I don't see any Pokemon right now. And there is a thing that does, besides clear, like there is a Pokemon clear, but it shouldn't be completely getting rid of Pokemon altogether. They should still spawn, because the way Pokemon spawning works is that they spawn in a chunk when a player is in that chunk loading it, which does mean you do essentially have to sort of stay relatively still in the chunk, like running around. Like, for example, if I was to sprint everywhere and fly everywhere, it wouldn't necessarily load Pokemon in very well, because I wouldn't be loading the chunk long enough for Pokemon to spawn. A lot of people tend to not realise that, and they think, oh, Pokemon aren't spawning on me because I'm running around, and they don't realise they have to really kind of stay still a little bit. So I'm going to have a little look around. On the other guy the other day, not had like silver. It's all silver, is it? There's a way to make it. I'm thinking silver. How do you get the crushed silver in the first place, eh? Ah, okay, you can get it from thermal centrifuge. What was that? Thermal centrifuge. Tiny pile of dust. That's the only way I think he's going to be able to get it, is to get it from Industrial 2 with a thermal centrifuge with the purified gold, which crushed gold is then the macerator. So normally you probably would have got crushed silver from that, but this doesn't seem to be. I didn't make the boxes, Tibbers did make our Solga boxes down there in the basement. I didn't make those. So I wonder when no Pokemon are actually spawning right now. This is very strange. I don't see any Pokemon spawning in. Normally, and I'm moving around a bit, but I stood still for a while there and you saw that and it's just like nothing. It's literally when I started this up and went to my base, there was a load of Pokemon there, and now there's nothing. I can't. I always put tome. I mean to put time. So I'm probably just going to set up a Ditto breeding area, which is just going to be pure wool, because that's all you need for Dittos if you're just breeding 2 Dittos. Because they're both normal types, and it's the highest way of getting them. If you want to do crossbreeding between a Ditto and another Pokemon, you will need whatever type that other Pokemon is and the normal Ditto type, which will be... Sometimes you can go with just wool. But if it's a 2-type breed on a different Pokemon, say for example it was Fire and Dragon, you would have to get some Fire, some Dragon on that, and then you would have to use Cakes for the Ditto side, which would be the higher normal thing. I think that gives you like 3 points per cake. And the more points each Pokemon has on their types, the quicker the breeding is. But 2-type breeding is really, really slow. Like, really slow. It's much faster if you have 2 of the same Pokemon at that point, rather than just doing 1 Pokemon and a Ditto. It's very slow. Oh, a villager. Well, this is an NPC, but there are villagers here as well. Nothing here. And I could break these for the lumen plates, but I don't really need the healer because I get slash heal with my Pokemon. So I don't have to worry too much about that. Very empty. Where are all the villagers? Normally there's actual villagers, but there isn't any here, it's just NPCs. But I wonder if they are the new villagers. Yeah, he's breaking the wheat, so I'm assuming he's farming there. That or he's stealing it. And he's like, my crops. Oh, I thought it was someone's base for a second then, but it's a big mark. What should be a Pokemon that spawned in very weirdly. Yeah. Lovely drinks here, look. Mmm. This is a good one. Mana Pokemon. Mana Pokemon. So I'm guessing poker hunting is probably going to be a bit out of the question at the moment, since as you can see, poker spawning is a little bit derped at the moment. It was fine the other day, it's just something whatever they've done recently has obviously now changed that. I'm going to put the clock up here. If they try to get anything there. So I'm going to have to build a breeding area for myself now, so I'm trying to think where I want to put it, because I don't know if I want to have it above ground or not. Because I don't know, it's like I might just make a basic one for now, because I can always move the branch block later on. Noises just then. That was my tablet and my phone decided to tell me I was sold a Steam card. It's like, okay, sure, fine, thank you. You're cute. Do I want to make some nice sort of fences? Let's see, what kind of fences can I make? Or does it have to stick to the wooden fence? I could make Mr. Crowcrow white fences. Picket fence is that, okay, and white fence is... surely that must be conflicting recipes then there, look. I think I'll just stick to the regular effects, I think. I mean, sadly, I haven't got very decent IV dittos. I mean, the best ones I've got are the 54 and 57. So, what I was aiming to do at some point is go out into the savannah and try and find some better IV dittos. But if the spawn rate is gone really bad at the moment, then there's probably not no point doing it because it's probably not going to spawn anything. Where should I put my dittos? I mean, I could put them this side of the actual farm. No, I'll not farm the windmill. Or if you have me behind the windmill. Similar to how Tibbers has got his behind here. But not there, I think. So, I think it's 9 by 9. So I think it is. I just couldn't get this one. Oh, sorry, sheep. Your hat needs to be mine. Your hats belong to me. That one's got a rain cloud on his head. I think that's a new one. I haven't seen that one before. In the hat mods. I mean, this is 1.12.2, so I wouldn't be surprised if some of the mods do have new hats in them. Kind of cool if they do. So let's see. I want this hat. That's pretty awesome. Let's have a look. That lovely face there. Yes. The microphone and the little scanner. That's very cool. Very, very cool. What I really needed is the one with the camera on it, so it's like the broadcasting one. It's great. Do you like that hat? That hat's pretty awesome. I think the ranch block, the first range is 9 by 9, and then you get the upgrades. However, the upgrades only upgrade one side. So if you did like say you did south, you'd get one extra row on the south. You wouldn't get anywhere else. It's a little bit tedious to get the upgrades because you can make them a lot bigger, but you need so many to really make it beneficial. I don't know what he's on about there with the water. That's supposed to, I'm pretty sure, I want to check something because I'm pretty sure I made a filter. It might be because he put exclamation points after it, I don't know. But that should have worked, like it should have said like Reba or Reba Hakusha, because what I've got here is Tabby Chat. And it's pretty neat. I do love Tabby Chat because you might be able to see some of the chat where it has a lovely timestamp. And when we get that with Minecraft, absolutely love that. I can also have it just log the chat into a separate file rather than into the console. Another cool thing is that I can, if I wanted to, I could have channels where it has different rank channels. As you see here, you can do all this fancy stuff. I have filters, which means that this one means that someone can ping me. I can technically mute people if I wanted to, if they get a bit too much in chat. Like this guy was just being really dumb yesterday. He kept asking what JEI was over and over again, and everyone just explained it as much as they could in the most simplest way, and they still kept doing it, and everyone's like, oh, they're probably just trolling at this point. So you got the general bit here, which is quite nice at the end. Most of this you don't really use, it's just, I mean, you can use the filters, you don't have to. I like using them because if then someone says Reba in chat, for example, it will make a howling noise. And I could just type it myself and see what happens. Like that. You might be able to hear it. They'll be like, why are you saying your own name? And I'm like, oh, don't worry. It's not being crazy much. I'm gonna put a fence around this because I don't like them walking around on their own, like wandering off out of the pen. Do you like them to stay put? Might need to make a few more fence pieces here. I was gonna say, I thought I picked up my sticks for a second. I was like, where are the sticks? And I was like, I can just see the one. And I was like, ah, there it is. I'm surprised Tibbers hasn't even got on yet and said, hey, I'm here now. I can run a stream. I mean, right now I wouldn't mind if someone comes over and flies into this because it's just wall, but if I had cake here, I'd rather not have people be able to access it because if I remember correctly, it still is a problem. If you have cake, even in a claimed area, people can still eat the cake. And if you're using it for Pokemon, it's really tedious if you're thinking, oh, I want to get really high ping, because once the cake's gone, those extra 3 points are gone. And I think after the first bite into a cake, it ruins the points in it, you know. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay, so I want to put the ranch block here. I have this right, it's not showing up for me right now that it actually is right, but it should bring up like I can wait for it and go back to it again. It's weird because it's not doing what it normally does, unless it's because it's something in the visual settings, which I don't think it was. I've normally had these turned off before, so I have no idea why that's not showing up. Normally it has little white blocks that are supposed to pop up on the floor and tell you sort of basically where the range of the actual branch block is. So you know if you've placed it in the right place, you know if you've got all this covered, but it's not doing it, so it's fine. But what I'll do is I'll put these back in the computer for the time being. And I'm just going to let them breed. I'm not even going to worry about which one they breed with, because at this point it's just to get them going, just to get some other Pokemon. Because at the moment I can't go out and catch Pokemon, so, you know. So we have a Jelly, Jello, a Jellyfy, and Squishy. They are my ditches. Will say Jelly falls madly in love with Jellyfy every single day, so they're really happy. They really wanna make the babies. Apparently Squishy's in love with Jelly, Jelly's in love with Jellyfy. Who's Jellyfy going for? Jellyfy is going for Jelly. What about you, Jelly? Everyone wants Jelly. Jelly, you hussy, you big hussy. They all want to breed with Jelly. That's actually pretty hilarious. They should be breeding with each other, but it's like, oh no, I want to breed with the one doe. It's cool. Cool. Alright, that's not let me get them out again, so... Where are those sheep eggs? I want the sheep eggs, but they're derped out for some reason. No, I'm sure there's a way to do it, but... I don't think JI has the option to do what the other one does. More spawn eggs here. More sheep eggs here. So there's 12 in total, wasn't there? So there's got to be 3 more somewhere else. Just gotta bloody find them. Wherever this damn thing decided to put them, that's for sure. I see him. Okay, so now I got all the 12 sheep eggs. I'm going to use them so they get rid of them. Seriously, these ones won't give me anything from the actual. So the egg spawn ones seem to be dirt, I think. Like, they do not work, so I'm guessing if I spawn them myself. Okay. Lagging out. Should probably just make a sword for these actually. Let's see if I can. What kind of sword should I make? That's the question. 5 minutes to reboot now. So we've got sword blade, we've got the big sword blade. Probably wouldn't make out of that. I'm probably gonna make that out of cobble. But I'd have to make the actual thing on there, yeah. So stone first. Cast. I think it's 2 gold ingots per cast, or even 3. It's either 2 or 3, but we'll see. I didn't realise that was automatically turned on. Well then, there you go. Let's see, I think 1, 2, 3, 4 maybe? Sort of. Because what I might do is make it so this is unbreakable as well. Because I don't need to worry too much about loot. At least not just yet. Hopefully after the reboot there will be some Pokemon spawning in the area and I'll be able to actually go and capture some Pokemon. So this is Brad's area. So you've got his breeding area right here, which is a little bit crazy. And then you've got his mob dropper, which I'm assuming this is what this is. And then you've got his power stuff. And all his ship. Right over here. All the ships. I did say to him if he needs any help with sorting this stone out into dirt, I've got a builder's one that can just place the dirt down. Oh look, at least Funny grew. Or at least one of them did. So, as soon as I get my lumber axe on me, before the reboot, I'll show you what this does. So, just one block here, with the lumber axe, boom. So much spruce wood in one go. It's great. It's only giving me 1 sapling, but then again, to be fair, it's not actually really dropping that much down at the moment. It is taking its time to decide that it needs to do leaf decay. Let's see, that's up there right now. That's our that's going to be our ICT windmill, which is going to produce us some ICT power from being in the sky. However, I think it needs to be powered by coal, which Tibbers is setting up, but he hasn't been on yet. Finished setting that up yet. So that's not too It's all good. I can hear some more settlers though. Ah, that tree. Oh look, just as it's about to reboot. Oh, are you kidding me? So, if you ever in a server, some servers don't do this, but this server does, where it has a /server space lobby, because they so you can go straight back to the hub and then rejoin from the hub back into the game, rather than having to come and then wait for it to come back up. You can play about in the lobby a little bit, like this. So this is the Pixelmon Reforged Sky Factory. So this is the one I'm playing as the Pixelnode Pack, which is just a reboot. And you've got Direwolf 1.12, you've got Sky Factory, and you've got Pixelmon Reforged on its own. The Pixelnode Pack is a modded pack, so it's got a few small mods in there. You will need at least 4 to 6 gigabytes of RAM to run it. Some people have been able to run it on 2, but then it does depend really on your computer specs and how much, you know, resources your computer has to use. Chewbacca waving around on my face. I like how they got little beach balls for the summertime. It's all been decorated out. Very, very nice. Oh, it's over there, okay. So just 3 of us in the lobby at the moment. There's 1 person on Sky Factory, 1 person, 2 people on Direwolf, 8 people in the actual AFK channel, which is quite funny. The AFK, which is literally you just go there and you AFK as long as you like, and I believe you get points as you AFK, and those points can be used to purchase stuff in the donation store, rather than you spending money, but it does take quite a lot of points to get certain things. So it's not like, oh you sit there for 5 minutes and get something really, really good. Well, this is online, so let's see, shall we? So no back. See if there's any Pokemon up there. Oh, there's maybe 1 or 2. I see. Oh look, Rattata. Have we got Rattata? I don't think so. Let's go catch one, shall we? Oh, we do have one. Well, we'll 1 second though. Let's do this. Control and O gets rid of that, in case anyone wonders, because a lot of people don't realise that you can toggle the journey map or NEI off. Not journey map, JEI. When in your in battles like this, because it does get in the way from time to time, and it's nice that you can toggle it on and off. Well, hey, well done, Charmander. So I do get Poker Hill, but I can only use it on myself. As they were saying in chat, we can no longer use it on other people, but that's not so much that the command isn't there. I think it's just no one has the terms to use it, because they don't want people just constantly using it on other people. And it does get a little bit tedious if someone's constantly bugging you to heal their Pokemon. It's like, well, go get the rank that gives you it. Let's see if I should have put a high level Pokemon in my inventory. Not, well, in my party, should I say. Menu. No, poor Charmander. Dr. Spin ain't gonna do this. Come on then, Dr. Spin. Let me get this one for you. Yeah, and Dr. Spin got some XP. Oh no, Dr. Spin's evolving. I didn't want you to evolve, Dr. Spin, but okay. Metapod's like that colour? Oh, I want to keep you as a Metapod. You look pretty. Let's put you in here. I don't want to use you, so I want a higher level Pokemon I can use to kind of... I guess I could use my Moltres. I'm not really gonna be using Moltres the battle because legendaries, you know, much point. Yes. Oh, that's different. It's only come up with this. It's the first thing that comes up when you first join. I don't know. Maybe it's because I joined through the lobby actually, rather than just direct connect this time around. I think I've already got my reach. Yeah, I got very big hit, so that's just... So this is a lot of Pokemon around me right now. I don't know if these Pokemon will stay. I think when the Pokemon wipe happens, they might not. They might disappear. Which would be kind of sad because, you know, it would be nice to do some Pokemon hunting. Get a few more Pokemon. Rather than relying on my data to do it. Sorry, it's not what you just ain't gonna make much of a dent on Moltres, really. I mean, normally what I would do is I would level up my first Pokemon to be a higher level, so I could take on low level Pokemon like this without a problem at all. A bit like how I am with Moltres right now, so it's easier to catch them basically. And you can just keep taking damage at that point, unless you get a Pokemon that does like a recall damage on itself, which is an absolute pain in the ass. Or, if you get Pokemon like Abra, he will actually teleport and go away from you. Yes, Starly, thank you. So a nice thing on here as well, we have the Global Trade Station plugin designed for Pixelmon. So as you will see here when I do it, GPS, you get a nice shop. Now at the moment there's nothing really in there because I don't think anyone really knows they can use it yet, or they haven't got any Pokemon they want to sell. But you could basically just grab a random Pokemon and think, hey, I don't want this Pokemon, it's a bit crap, I want to get a better one. I'll go grab one in a second, like I'll go grab another Rattata or something. Come on, get in the paper wheel. I like how my Moltres keeps popping up for a second and disappears. Okay, so I'm not sure which one was on my Rattata's bear. Though I've only got the one. I thought it said I had two. Or did I evolve it into something else? Apparently not. Maybe I didn't have the second one. Okay, I'm gonna grab a second one then, because I don't want to really... I want to have one of each Pokemon. I'm one of those people that I don't really care for the battling side of Pokemon. I just love collecting them and breeding them. that brings me much more happiness in game than it does battling people. There we go. So I have this one here. I'm going to put it down into slot 6. So what I want to do is go to GTS, sell Pokemon. 6, and then the amount. So if I say I want 150 for this Rattata, it's now been added to GTS. If I go GTS again, there's my little Rattata for sale, look. I don't know if it tells anyone else that I put it in there. I have no idea. I just know that it tells me that I have. It's quite nice that you can put stuff in there. So it can only show the first 10 people about, but you can't see anyone else. Okay. Ditto, how did you get up there, Jelly? Bad Jelly. I don't know why my ranch spot isn't popping up for me. I guess, there we go. It's supposed to pop up there. So they're on blue hearts. So it's very hard to tell. Like this one's purple, but it's kind of difficult to see. I didn't seem to get any money from voting earlier, which I did the other day. I got money from voting, because that's pretty much how I got money. I didn't even sell the items, so I will have to find something I can sell in the shop and just sit there for a little bit, selling a bit. So, what was I doing? I'm going to do, oh, that Rattata's huge. I'm going to go finish doing that sword. Hopefully this should be small by now. Yep, so... there's probably not enough in there for it. Yep, so I need to put 4 more in here. We'll have to go down and get a bit more lava at some point. I do like that we've got a Tinker's Construct in this pack. Very, very nice. Of course, if anyone is interested in playing the pack, you can download the pack at this place. And this server is on this IP. So if anyone ever wants to join them, there are the links. Get away. No, you might have heard a lot of dun noise. That was my DeviantArt telling me I've got a status update, which probably isn't anything to do with me anyway. Oh, it's there. Okay, so hopefully now I can do the paper bit, which we... I don't know what this one is. Hang on, let's see. So that. So I need paper, and probably paper for that. Not enough paper, okay. Sorry, dude, there ain't no swimming pools here for you. Standing around casually outside in his swimming trunks. Oh, I just stood it. I didn't realise that lifted me up. That was quite cool. I did not realise that did that. Okay, that's pretty neat. Catchy was selected. Yes. So I don't think we've got any like actual biomes like that near us. I think ours is just like swamp area, so that's like ocean biome or something that was in. Come on, girl. Maybe we have some in the house. I need some obsidian. Not enough. Okay, so I'll get the bucket of water, so I might just go ahead and deep up a little bit. I know there's some lava down there. I do have a pool here, but home's nicer to use. I haven't got God mode on, but I'm surprised these aren't actually attacking me. Because I don't have God mode on. It's really weird. They're not actually being violent, which is normally what they would be. I mean, I could be wrong. It looks like it's now chasing me, so through here to get around all this place. Probably around here, I think. Yes, that's it. I could do it like this. Possibly. Let's see if I can get this to do. I'll wait till the clear leg thing's gone first though. So I don't lose any of the obsidian I'm mining up because I don't want to have to get clear leg to take it. Do it from here actually, can I? But I think it takes a bit longer if you're flying. The tools actually take a bit. Do this because it's no, I'm gonna run out of breath before I do that anyway, so a bit quicker then. I need exactly like 40 obsidian. Could be wrong. this gold hopefully should be melted ready. Yeah. So let's hope I can get enough of these. It's got 5 modifiers already. Oh, we didn't get enough, opposite, you know, I thought we did. Oh wait, no, I did get enough, sorry. I got more than enough. Ah. So, what I want to do is this. That's all the modification, and now it's unbreakable as well, so I can just keep using it continuously and it won't break, which is just great, amazing. Because those egg spawn ones were absolutely rubbish, they just completely wouldn't be share them at all, so get rid of them. I need to kill basically 500 mobs to level this up, which isn't too bad. It is lagging again a bit, but that's fine. It's not very powerful sort of at the moment, but that's probably because it's mostly made out of paper as well as the cobalt. But I can fix that once I get more modifications for it. I want to double check and see if there is a command I can do to spawn coloured sheep. Summon. I don't think this is the right one. I want to actually spawn in this mob. Ah, okay, so is it spawn mob shape 10 black? Colour on there, but maybe it has to be in. Nope. Nope. Okay, so I don't know how to do it, to be fair, it's just... I'm just gonna die these ones. Easy. At least the Pokemon seem to be staying small now, there's actually Pokemon here. But then I don't know if that's just in that particular area, so we'll see. I can't wait 3 minutes to better use it again. Slightly smaller map for now. Just looks a bit better on the side there. It gives more view. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just BRB for a few minutes whilst we wait for that cooldown. So BRB 1 sec, guys. Okay, and I'm back. There we go. So let's see if we can do it now. Probably not. 39 seconds. Almost. Almost. Almost took long enough just there for it to be ready. Wait. going to make this a little bit easier on myself to see because this is really bloody hard. There we go. Where are you, Speedy Squids? That should be enough. I think now, I can always breed the sheep. I don't need to keep spawning them in. I'm gonna make myself some food. But look, I need that food. So I do have such god mode. I could potentially not have the hunger bar going on, but I think because we've got Pams, I want to have that go on just so I can, you know, make a bit of use of Pams. And it just be, oh, I can't eat anything because I don't need it. So we've got all the sheep there, now I just need to get some wheat and get them guys going. Cheesecake over here. There's one little tiny bit of cheesecake left. Oh no. Now. I mean, I've got more cheesecakes, I can make loads of them. Let's see, what do I want to make? Some lemons. What can I make so far? I mean, I don't think I've got all the stuff yet because I have got the gardens, I just haven't bothered breaking them down yet and growing anything. So I make a BLT, possibly toast, tomato, lettuce. I've got some lettuce but not tomato. Let's see, what garden does the tomato come from? I do have this written down somewhere. Comes from the shaded garden, okay. I haven't got many. Oh, I didn't really. I should have placed these back down so they would grow, and I didn't. So I'm gonna place a few down. I'll do it, and I'll break these 6 because I don't need to place that many down. They will eventually grow on their own. Glow on their own, yes, glow. Yeah, I got 2. So toast is that, butter is silk and tofu is salt. Salt in that, okay. Really get the pans well done there, I think. Choose that egg, yeah. Okay, 3 stone and 6 iron, I believe it was. There we go. Now I think, if I remember rightly, that just is a instant water source sometimes. Let's see, shall we? Yep. I think I can just keep clicking it as much as I want. So let's see what I need to make here. I think I have to actually cook the pork, which I will do in a second. The toast is butter, wasn't it? So I need silken tofu or heavy cream, which should have some silken tofu. That needs to mix into. I forgot which bowl that needs to go in. I don't pay attention to recipes sometimes. Saucepan. kind of weird how toast is made with butter rather than without it, because I would have thought you could put the butter like after you make the toast, because it kind of melts a little bit. I think I could make a toast with Mr. Crayfish food actually and make toast quicker that way, but I think it makes a different toast. So let's see, got toast. Now I just need to cook up the pork. Through here. Is that BLT? Nom nom nom. So I brought this one to both furnace. Let's see if I can make that now. We won't have enough iron for that, to be fair, so... Need 2 more, I think. Oh, just 1 more now. I will fix the floor up a little bit. To be fair, I could even just take these out anyway, just to have the items around the edge here so that you don't see everything below the index there. That might be better actually. Yeah. I've got 8 clocks left, so let's just get some more. Fix that last bit up, make it look nicer than what it actually is down there. Hang on, have I got dark oak? I wonder if I've got any dark oak. Do you love some dark oak? I'm a really big fan of dark oak, but I don't really have any dark oak. No, so I'm pretty sure that would have come up. So let me go find some dark oak. See if there is any. Don't know if I had any nearby. My throat's coming from near the guy again. Oof. I think dark oak might be over here. I can see some in the distance on my map. Yes, yes it is. Oh, love dark oak. Dark oak's best. Best wood. I just realised when I did the torching alert, the end rod actually produces light if you have dynamic flowing on. I forgot that does that, so I didn't really need the whole torches when I was getting those squids early. Oh well. I don't really need to grab any saplings for those because they're right there. I can just literally fly to them. Hell, I can even just walk from the road on they really want to. Windmill. No, I don't want to put that one out. Let's put this one. That can't go there yet. I figured as much. Really good. There we go, that's for better now, just to have all that random dirt around it. Much nicer. It's like a little kitchen down here. Very, very nice. So let's see what else I can make from this crayfish's kitchen. I think there's a sink, but you have to have a water source underneath it. You've got dishwasher. Kitchen cabinet. The oven I think is pretty self-explanatory what that is, you know, you put stuff in it. You get the microwave and the toaster. I think a lot of this all is first quartz and thick. Stone, block of quartz, block of quartz, piston, that, black wool. So yeah, so what I've got here though, this I think is pretty cool because you can cook stuff inside from a variety. I put some wheat back. Let me clear. Yes. So it cooks about the same as I think as a normal furnace, but it's just nicer you can cook. You can just put your food in here and cook it. That doesn't take any power, doesn't take any coal. We have put a bit here. Getting black wall because although I made the white wall for the duos, I kind of want to make it black so I can actually see their names, but because you can't really see their names when you look at them. It's all white. Change out some of the white now. If you see like this, for example, when I go, if I'm up like this, you can barely see their names, whereas if it's on black, it's a lot easier to see. At least I do anyway, I find it easier. Let's get some more black wool. Oh, 1 second. I will be up here 1 second. Right, we're back. Sorry about that, guys. That was the front door. My delivery arrived, so I had to go and answer that. Otherwise, they probably would have sent it back, or at least sent it to Raw Mail, which is a nightmare to try and get your stuff back again because you can't get it on the same day. You have to then wait until the next day available they can deliver it on. Just a pain. But at least this time, the person delivering stuff actually rang their doorbell. Normally, delivery people around here, they see a doorbell, they don't ring it. No, they tap ever so lightly on the door and then they give you like 5 seconds to get to the door and go, oh, they're not in. We'll go. Which is really annoying when you think, because it's like if you're upstairs on a computer or something like I am, it's going to take you more than 5 seconds to get down to the door. You know, I've got to take my headset off, I've got to open the door to my room, I can get downstairs really quickly. Come on, dittos, please. Come on, squishy, out the way. Thank you. Bow tie, that's what I don't know. Make a cube like that and have the little white line in the middle there. Not too bad as long as I rest them on here and I can relatively, I mean, I don't know. Maybe not. Just the one dot in the middle. So what I got in the post today, guys, is a new cell phone. I was originally going to look at getting one from my actual network company. But, you'll probably notice this when you do get a network, like say for example if you're with O2, T-Mobile or something like that, you will find that to get a really decent phone you have to spend a heck of a lot, and even then it might not be that great. So I was looking at new phones and it was just all the cheaper ones that I probably could afford were absolute trash, and I thought I don't want to get another trash phone to replace a trash phone, so I decided to take a look on Amazon. And I got myself a pretty nice phone, which I will be sorting out a bit later on today. I can't bother to do it right now whilst I'm streaming because I'm gonna have to like open it up and stuff, and I need to put my SIM card in and everything, but I figured I'll do that once I'm off stream. We'll see when that will be, I don't know. I mean, I'm surprised Tibbers hasn't got up yet. Normally he'd be up by now, but he hasn't even up yet, so he might be on later today, which means we might be doing the Stardew Valley this afternoon. Depends, I mean, it depends on how long Tibbers takes to get online. If he takes forever to get online, then I probably won't do Stardew today. That probably will be tomorrow. Not really been that productive on Pixelnode, to be fair though. I mean, I've done the windmill this morning. I've set this up for my dittos. I've caught a few Pokemon today. Have you bred me any eggs? Yes, you have. Just in there. There's 3 eggs. There should have just been 2. Why was there 3? Jelly, did you make 3 babies with them? Is that because they're all breeding with you, Jelly? Bad Jelly. Bad Jelly. I have to tell Brad that, just a hussy. Breeding with the other 3 days. Don't want to breed with just one, it wants to breed with all 3. Such a hussy doing. Bandita. Nope. Oh my god, one of Brad's stairs has gone down here. It's coming close to it. It wants jelly. Look, it's leaning that way. It's going towards it. Ah, my Rattata expired. I do like the global trade station that you can put a Pokemon up there for sale, so you don't have to do the trading stuff. It's quite cool. So I do drop quite a bit of frames when I go near Brad's, but that's because there's so much stuff there. I mean, ideally we're going to try and keep stuff spread out as much as we can because it is better for frames. So let's hatch. Where is it? 4. Ah, Pidgeot. So the hatch command that I have is every 10 minutes cooldown. So every 10 minutes I can use that command, hatch. Obviously, if you fly around, you can get eggs to hatch. I think it's egg step, I think. Can't do help, no. I'm sure there's an egg step command, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure there's a command that you could do now that tells you roughly how many steps you've got left to go. Give myself a little, I don't know how many steps. Sidewalk, so I want the commands really more than anything. What does the commands? I will put it here. Is it Poke Steps? I'm sure it was Egg Steps, but I could be completely wrong. I'm sure there was a way to tell yourself, like, there was a way to tell how many more steps a Pokemon had to walk. Doesn't seem to be one actually. That's weird. Maybe they took it out. I don't know. But I'm pretty sure there used to be one. See, I thought it's like egg steps, it's cool. There we go. So you've got this command, so I'm assuming these Pokemon are relatively the same because of the same steps. But you've got that, which is really good if you have eggs and you want to know how many more steps you have to do. Obviously, flying around counts as stepping, and you do get more for flying because you can fly relatively faster than you can walk. I see that walking a lot, so I mean you can walk faster by doing this, by doing the sprint, but obviously flying is a lot better. Having Pokemon to help you fly is a lot better. It's still 5, the same as it was a minute ago, so I don't know, we'll see when that hatches. I mean, Egg Step might not work like it's supposed to. Hello, rat-tat-tat-tat. You too. Another one, I think. I think our farm's doing terrible. You know, we've got a farmland going on, we've got rats everywhere. Terrible, terrible. I should make some crops over here, like make some wheat farms going on, you know, make it a bit snazzy. I know I've got the well inside the house, I could use that to get the wall, but I'd have to keep going up and down in there, so we'll see. That comes up 4. I'm gonna do this quicker. Then probably use flashback to get there quicker. I didn't leave any other tools in there, I think. Nope. Okay. I mean, it's a pity we haven't got the mod that gives you the worms that can go on the farmland, because they're really good. They keep everything watered without actually the water source need to be there, which is really, really handy. That, and then I'll do some ham stuff the other side of it. If I do slash back again, there should be a watering can in here as well. Where's that gone? Did I leave it in this chest? Yes I did. The 7 must be really lagging because it's not filling up. It should be filling up right now, but it's not. So. No? Why is it not filling up then? Why are you being a pain? Okay. Open water source in there. Why it's doing that unless they've changed it so you have to keep right clicking it, but it's not filling up. It's supposed to be filling up and it's not. That is really bizarre. Unless they've disabled the use of it, which is kind of tedious if you ask me. Yeah, well, I'll just have to let them go in and all that jazz. It's fine. These haven't spread yet, so I'll leave them alone because I don't want to ruin anything. That's that. All sorted out. So I just gotta wait for them to grow a bit more before I really harvest those, because I don't want to like break too many of these. I mean, the windy gardens are fine, but I think I've pretty much got all the crops from windy gardens. I do have a little book page where I usually tick off what I have and what I don't have, but I haven't actually reset that to how it was before, so I've got all these ticks beside everything. back to the race. I'm assuming, yeah, no babies. Oh yeah, so I will have to rearrange you soon. No one else has actually been using the GTS yet, because it's there, like everyone can use it. As far as I'm aware, everyone can use it. I mean, maybe there's a particular rank that can't, I don't know. Maybe you have to be a novice to use it, I have no idea. I didn't want 64 of them, but okay, sure. I just wanted to do that and then go, that's it. Money. Oh god, so much bad to me here. It's 100 per diamond, so I get that much per diamond, so it's not too bad. So I can't really think of what else I want to do right now, because obviously the idea was to have Tibbers with the stream as well, so it wasn't just me and the streaming, but I think this is pretty good what I've got done so far. So I think what I'm going to do here now, guys, is end the stream here today for Pixelnode. There potentially may be a Stardew Valley stream later today if Tibbers gets up. If not, there should be one tomorrow. It's either going to be more Pixelnode or Stardew Valley. So I do hope you guys have enjoyed the stream today and have enjoyed seeing me build this lovely, lovely windmill over here with my classy of a ditto having more babies over here. So yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time. Bye guys.